Hey guys, welcome to Punky's World. This is Wrestlemania 7. Okay. First, they started with a tag team match between the Rockers and the Heenan family of Haku and the Barbarian. It was actually a really good match, some really solid wrestling, and the Rockers won. The next match was a singles match between Dino Bravo and Kerry Von Erich. It was a terrible match. Kerry won. It was a terrible match. There were points where their swings were terrible, and it just was not good to watch. The next match was the British Bulldog versus the Warlord. There's a whole thing about the British Bulldog can't break the Warlord's full Nelson. It was just a power match. It was nothing to write home about. I don't like power matches. The next match was for the Tag Team Championships. It was the champions, the Hart Foundation, versus the Nasty Boys. The Nasty Boys won a decent match, but they won it with the use of Jimmy Hart's helmet. This was after Jimmy Hart had already turned on the Hart Foundation and went with the Nasties. Then there was the blindfold match, Jake Roberts versus Rick Martel. Plain stupid. But Jake Roberts did win. Jimmy Snuka versus The Undertaker, short and terrible. It was about 3 seconds long. And of course The Undertaker won. The career-ending match, The Ultimate Warrior versus Randy Savage with Queen Sherry Martel. That actually was a really good match, really good psychology. In the end, Sherry Martel turned on Savage and began beating him up and berating him, and Miss Elizabeth came to his rescue and they got back together. Leading up to the match made in heaven, the match made in hell. Virgil, with Roddy Piper at his side, versus Ted DiBiase. Virgil won. Then DiBiase and Sherry attacked Roddy with his own crutch. Virgil won by disqualification. Roddy had a I want to bid. Oh, no. Wow, did that go up fast. I kind of wanted that. Oh, well. I'm watching a Whatnot auction, in case you're wondering. The Ultimate Warrior won. Randy Savage had to retire, as mentioned. The tag team match, Kitao and Tenryu versus Demolition, Crush and Smash with Mr. Fuji. Master Fuji. The Intercontinental title was on the line with Mr. Perfect, with Bobby the Brain Heenan as champion versus the Big Boss Man. Big Boss Man won by DQ because the Heenan family came out and attacked him after Andre the Giant came out to even the odds. Greg Valentine versus Earthquake was an okay match. Mr. Perfect and Boss Man wasn't a bad match either. It was an okay match, but with Greg Valentine and Earthquake, but not great. Earthquake won, of course. The Legion of Doom versus Power and Glory. Doom won. Again, another power match. I kind of zoned out on it because I just don't like those matches. I already talked about The Virgil match. Tito Santana versus the Mountie. Was about 6 seconds long, and you blink and you miss it, so just bad. And Hogan won the championship. Line started. Slaughter. The tagline for the show was Superstars and Stripes Forever. It took place at the Los Angeles Sports Arena. On the call were Gorilla Monsoon and Jim Duggan in the first match. Then Bobby Heenan for most of the matches, with Lord Alfred Hayes in between when Bobby had to be at ringside. British Bulldog did in fact break the full Nelson, although his hands weren't locked. His fingers weren't locked. And Randy Savage retires. So, thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate it. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. This is Whatnot, by the way. This is Treasure Hunting with Jeebus auction right now. I will see you tomorrow. Excuse me. God bless you and have a wonderful rest of your day. Excuse me. Please stay safe. It is slick and cold. Excuse me here in the Northeast. Bye, guys.